My name is John Smith, and I'm representing the Church of Christ in Weyburn. Today's reading is from the book of First Chronicles, chapters 3 to 6, and I will be reading from the New Revised Standard Version of the Bible. Chapter 3. These are the sons of David who were born to him in Hebron. The firstborn Amnon by Ahinoam the Jezreelite, the second Daniel by Abigail the Carmelite, the third Absalom, son of Maacah, daughter of King Talmai of Geshur, the fourth Adonijah, son of Haggith, the fifth Shephatiah by Abital, the sixth Ithream by his wife Eglah. 6 were born to him in Hebron, where he reigned for 7 years and 6 months, and he reigned 33 years in Jerusalem. There were born to him in Jerusalem Shemaiah, Shobah, Nathan, and Solomon, 4 by Bathshua, daughter of Amiel. Then Ibhar, Elishama, Eliphelet, Noga, Nepheg, Japhia, Elishama, Eliada, and Eliphelet, 9. All these were David's sons, besides the sons of the concubines, and Tamar was their sister. The descendants of Solomon: Rehoboam, Abijah his son, Asa his son, Jehoshaphat his son, Joram his son, Ahaziah his son, Joash his son, Amaziah his son, Azariah his son, Jotham his son, Ahaz his son, Hezekiah his son, Manasseh his son, Amon his son, Josiah his son. The sons of Josiah: Johanan the firstborn, the second Jehoiakim, the third Zedekiah, the fourth Shallum. Descendants of Jehoiakim: Jeconiah his son, Zedekiah his son. And the sons of Jeconiah the captive: Shealtiel his son, Malchiram, Pedaiah, Shenazar, Jechemiah, Hoshama, and Nedabiah. The sons of Pedaiah: Zerubbabel and Shimei, and the son of Zerubbabel Meshullam, and Hananiah, and Shelomoth was their sister, and Hashubah, Ohel, Berechiah, Hasadiah, and Jushab Hesed, 5. The sons of Hananiah: Pelatiah and Jeshiah, his son Rephiah, his son Arnan, his son Obadiah, his son Shechaniah, the son of Shechaniah, Shemaiah, and the sons of Shemaiah: Hattush, Igal, Bariah, Neariah, and Shaphat, 6. The sons of Neariah: Elione, Hizkiah, and Azrikam, 3. The sons of Elione: Hodaviah, Elishib, Peliah, Akub, Johanan, Delai, and Anani, 7. Chapter 4. The sons of Judah: Perez, Hezron, Carmi, Hur, and Shobal. Reiah, son of Shobai, became the father of Jahath, and Jahath became the father of Ahumai and Lahad. These were the families of the Zorathites. These were the sons of Etam: Jezreel, Ishma, and Idbash, and the name of their sister was Halalopani. And Penuel was the father of Gedor, and Ezer the father of Husha. These were the sons of Hur, the firstborn of Ephrathah, the father of Bethlehem. Asher, father of Tekoa, had 2 wives, Helah and Naarah. Naarah bore him Ahuzam, Hepher, Temeni, and Haashatari. These were the sons of Naarah. The sons of Helah: Zereth, Izhar, and Ethnan. Koz became the father of Anub, Zobabah, and the families of Aharel, son of Haram. Jabez was honored more than his brothers, and his mother named him Jabez, saying, "Because I bore him in pain." Jabez called on the God of Israel, saying, Oh, that you would bless me and enlarge my border, and that your hand might be with me, and that you would keep me from hurt and harm. And God granted what he asked. Caleb, the brother of Shua, became the father of Mahir, who was the father of Eshton. Eshton became the father of Beth-Rapha, Paseah, and Tehanah, the father of Ir-Nahash. These are the men of Rekha. The sons of Kenaz, Othniel and Sariah, and the sons of Othniel, Hathath and Meonothai. Meonothai became the father of Ophrah, and Sarai became the father of Joab, father of Gerarashim, so called because they were artisans. The sons of Caleb, son of Jephunneh, Iru, Elah, and Naam, and the son of Elah, Kenaz. The sons of Jehalelel, Ziph, Ziphah, Tiria, and Asarel. The sons of Ezra, Jether, Mered, Epher, and Jalon. These are the sons of Bithiah, daughter of Pharaoh, whom Mered married, and she conceived and bore Miriam, Shammai, and Ishbah, father of Eshtemoa. And his Judean wife bore Jared, father of Gedor, Eber, father of Soko, and Jekuthiel, father of Zanoah. The sons of the wife of Hodiah, the sister of Naham, were the fathers of Keilah, the Garmite, and Eshtemoa, the Maacathite. The sons of Shimon, Amnon, Rinnah, Behanan, and Telon. The sons of Ishi, Zoheth, and Ben-Zoheth. The sons of Shelah, son of Judah, father of Lekah, Laada, father of Mareshah, and the families of the guild of linen workers at Beth Ashbea, and Joachim, and the men of Kozibah, and Joash, and Seraph, who married into Moab, but returned to Lahim. Now the records are ancient. These were the potters and inhabitants of Netaim and Gedera. They lived there with the king in his service. The sons of Simeon, Nemuel, Jamin, Jareb, Zerah, Shaul. Shallum was his son, Mibsam his son, Mishma his son. The sons of Mishma, Hamuel his son, Zakur his son, Shimei his son. Shimei had 16 sons and 6 daughters, but his brothers did not have many children, nor did all their family multiply like the Judeans. They lived in Beersheba, Moidah, Hazar Shual, Bilhah, Ezem, Tolad, Bethuel, Hormah, Ziklag, Beth Markarboth, Hazar Suzim, Beth Biri, and Shearim. These were their towns until David became king. And the villages were Etam, Ain, Rimmon, Token, and Ashan, 5 towns, along with all their villages that were around these towns as far as Baal. These were their settlements, and they kept a genealogical record. Meshobab, Jamlech, Josha, son of Amaziah, Joel, Jehu, son of Jeshobiah, son of Seraiah, son of Asiel, Eloyane, Jacoba, Jeshohai, Asahiah, Adiel, Jesamiel, Benaiah, Ziza, son of Shiphi, son of Alon, son of Jediah, son of Shimri, son of Shemaiah. These mentioned by name were leaders in their families, and their clans increased greatly. They journeyed to the entrance of Gedor, to the east side of the valley, to seek pasture for their flocks, where they found rich and good pasture, and the land was very broad, quiet, and peaceful, for the former inhabitants there belonged to Ham. These, registered by name, came in the days of King Hezekiah of Judah, and attacked their tents and the Meunim who were found there, and exterminated them to this day, and settled in their place, because there was pasture there for their flocks. And some of them, 500 men of the Simeonites, went to Mount Seir, having as their leaders Pelatiah, Neariah, Rephaiah, Uzziel, sons of Ishi. They destroyed the remnant of the Amalekites that had escaped, and they have lived there to this day. Chapter 5. The sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel. He was the firstborn, but because he defiled his father's bed, his birthright was given to the sons of Joseph, son of Israel, so that he is not enrolled in the genealogy according to the birthright, though Judah became prominent among his brothers, and a ruler came from him, yet the birthright belonged to Joseph. The sons of Reuben, the firstborn of Israel. Hanok, Palu, Hezron, and Carmi. The sons of Joel, Shemaiah his son, Gog his son, Shimei his son, Micah his son, Reai his son, Baal his son, Beerah his son, whom King Tiglath-Pileser of Assyria carried away into exile. He was a chieftain of the Reubenites, and his kindred by their families, when the greater of their generations was reckoned. The chief, Jael, and Zechariah, and Bela, son of Azaz, son of Shema, son of Joel, who lived in Areor, and as far as Nebo and Baal-Meon. He also lived to the east as far as the beginning of the desert this side of the Euphrates, because their cattle had multiplied in the land of Gilead. And in the days of Saul they made war on the Hagrites, who fell by their hand, and they lived in their tents throughout all the region east of Gilead. The sons of Gad lived beside them in the land of Bashan as far as Salakah. Joel the chief, Shaphan the second, Janiah, and Shaphat in Bashan, and their kindred according to their clans: Michael, Meshullam, Sheba, Joreh, Jachin, Ziah, and Eber, 7. These were the sons of Abihail, son of Huri, son of Jeroai, son of Gilead, son of Michael, son of Jehishai, son of Jado, son of Buz. Ahai, son of Abdiel, son of Guni, was chief in their clan, and they lived in Gilead, in Bashan and in its towns, and in all the pasture lands of Sharon to their limits. All of these were enrolled by genealogies in the days of King Jotham of Judah, and in the days of King Jeroboam of Israel. The Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh had valiant warriors who carried shield and sword and drew the bow, expert in war, 44,760 ready for service. They made war on the Hagrites, Jeter, Naphish, and Nodab, and when they received help against them, the Hagarites and all who were with them were given into their hands, for they cried to God in battle, and he granted their entreaty because they trusted in him. They captured their livestock, 50,000 of their camels, 250,000 sheep, 2,000 donkeys, and 100,000 captives. Many fell slain, because the war was of God, and they lived in their territory until the exile. The members of the half-tribe of Manasseh lived in the land. They were very numerous, from Bashan to Baal Hermon, Sinir, and Mount Hermon. These were the heads of their clans: Epher, Ishi, Eliel, Azriel, Jeremiah, Hodaviah, and Jadiel, mighty warriors, famous men, heads of their clans. But they transgressed against the God of their ancestors and prostituted themselves to the gods of the peoples of the land, whom God had destroyed before them. So the God of Israel stirred up the spirit of King Pul of Assyria, the spirit of King Tiglath-Pileser of Assyria, and he carried them away, namely the Reubenites, the Gadites, and the half-tribe of Manasseh, and brought them to Haya, Habor, and Hara, and the river Gozan to this day. Chapter 6. The sons of Levi: Gershom, Kohath, and Merari. The sons of Kohath: Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel. The children of Amram, Aaron, Moses, and Miriam. The sons of Aaron, Nadab, Abihu, Eleazar, and Ithamar. Eleazar became the father of Phinehas, Phinehas of Abishua, Abishua of Buki, Buki of Uzzi, Uzzi of Zerahiah, Zerahiah of Merioth, Merioth of Amariah, Amariah of Ahitub, Ahitub of Zadok, Zadok of Ahimaaz, Ahimaaz of Azariah, Azariah of Johanan, and Johanan of Azariah. It was he who served as priest in the house that Solomon built in Jerusalem. Azariah became the father of Amariah, Amariah of Ahitub, Ahitub of Zadok, Zadok of Shallum, Shallum of Hilkiah, Hilkiah of Azariah, Azariah of Seraiah, Seraiah of Jehozadak. And Jehozadak went into exile when the Lord sent Judah and Jerusalem into exile by the hand of Nebuchadnezzar. The sons of Levi, Gershom, Kohath, and Merari. These are the names of the sons of Gershom, Libni and Shimei. The sons of Kohath, Amram, Izhar, Hebron, and Uzziel. The sons of Merari, Mali, and Mushi. These are the clans of the Levites according to their ancestry. Of Gershom, Libni his son, Jahath his son, Zama his son, Joah his son, Edo his son, Zerah his son, Jeatherai his son. The sons of Kohath, Aminadab his son, Koah his son, Asir his son, Elkanah his son, Abiasaph his son, Asir his son, Tahath his son, Uriel his son, Uzziah his son, and Shaul his son. The sons of Elkanah, Amasai and Ahamoth. Elkanah his son, Zophai his son, Nahath his son, Eliab his son, Jeroham his son, Elkanah his son. The sons of Samuel, Joel his firstborn, the second Abijah. The sons of Merari, Mali, Libni his son, Shimei his son, Uzzah his son, Shimei his son, Haggiah his son, and Asaiah his son. These are the men whom David put in charge of the service of song in the house of the Lord after the ark came to rest there. They ministered with song before the tabernacle of the tent of meeting until Solomon had built the house of the Lord in Jerusalem, and they performed their service in due order. These are the men who served, and their sons were, of the Kohathites, Heman, the singer, son of Joel, son of Samuel, son of Elkanah, son of Jeroham, son of Eliel, son of Toah, son of Zuph, son of Elkanah, son of Mahath, son of Amasai, son of Elkanah, son of Joel, son of Azariah, son of Zephaniah, son of Tahath, son of Asir, son of Ebiasaph, son of Korah, son of Izhar, son of Kohath, son of Levi, son of Israel, and his brother Asaph, who stood on his right, namely Asaph, son of Berechiah, son of Shimei, son of Michael, son of Basiah, son of Malchijah, son of Ethni, son of Zerah, son of Adiah, son of Ethan, son of Zimmah, son of Shimei, son of Jahath, son of Gershom, son of Levi. On the left were their kindred, the sons of Merari: Ethan, son of Kishi, son of Abdi, son of Maluk, son of Hashabiah, son of Amaziah, son of Hilkiah, son of Amzi, son of Bani, son of Shemer, son of Mali, son of Mushi, son of Merari, son of Levi. And their kindred, the Levites, were appointed for all the service of the tabernacle of the house of God. But Aaron and his sons made offerings on the altar of burnt offering, and on the altar of incense, doing all the work of the most holy place, to make atonement for Israel, according to all that Moses the servant of God had commanded. These are the sons of Aaron: Eleazar his son, Phinehas his son, Abishua his son, Buki his son, Uzzi his son, Zerahiah his son, Merioth his son, Amariah his son, Ahitub his son, Zadok his son, Ahimaaz his son. These are their dwelling places according to their settlements within their borders, to the sons of Aaron of the families of Kohathites, for the lot fell to them first. To them he gave Hebron in the land of Judah and its surrounding pasture lands. But the fields of the city and its villages they gave to Caleb, son of Jephunneh. To the sons of Aaron they gave the cities of refuge Hebron, Libnah with its pasture lands, Jatir, Eshtemoa with its pasture lands, Hilon with its pasture lands, Debir with its pasture lands, Ashan with its pasture lands, and Bethshemesh with its pasture lands. From the tribe of Benjamin, Geba with its pasture lands, Alameth with its pasture lands, and Anathoth with its pasture lands. All their towns throughout their families were 13. To the rest of the Kohathites were given by lot out of the family of the tribe, out of the half-tribe, the half of Manasseh, 10 towns. To the Gershonites, according to their families, were allotted 13 towns, out of the tribes of Issachar, Asher, Naphtali, and Manasseh in Bashan. To the Merarites, according to their families, were allotted 12 towns, out of the tribes of Reuben, Gad, and Zebulun. So the people of Israel gave the Levites the towns with their pasture lands. They also gave them by lot, out of the tribes of Judah, Simeon, and Benjamin, these towns that are mentioned by name. And some of the families of the sons of Kohath had towns of their territory out of the tribe of Ephraim. They were given the cities of refuge Shechem, with its pasture lands in the hill country of Ephraim, Gezer, with its pasture lands, Jokmeam, with its pasture lands, Beth-horon, with its pasture lands, Aijalon, with its pasture lands, Gath-Rimmon, with its pasture lands. And out of the half-tribe of Manasseh, Aner with its pasture lands, and Beliam with its pasture lands, for the rest of the families of the Kohathites. To the Gershonites, out of the half-tribe of Manasseh, Golan in Bashan with its pasture lands, and Ashtaroth with its pasture lands. And out of the tribe of Issachar, Kedesh with its pasture lands, Daberath with its pasture lands, Ramoth with its pasture lands, and Anem with its pasture lands. Out of the tribe of Asher, Mashal with its pasture lands, Abdon with its pasture lands, Hukok with its pasture lands, and Rehob with its pasture lands. And out of the tribe of Naphtali, Kadesh in Galilee with its pasture lands, Hammon with its pasture lands, and Kiriathaim with its pasture lands. To the rest of the Merarites out of the tribe of Zebulun, Ramono with its pasture lands, Tabor with its pasture lands, and across the Jordan from Jericho, on the east side of the Jordan, out of the tribe of Reuben, Bezer in the steppe with its pasture lands, Jaza with its pasture lands, Kedemoth with its pasture lands, and Mephaath with its pasture lands. And out of the tribe of Gad, Ramoth in Gilead with its pasture lands, Mahanaim with its pasture lands, Heshbon with its pasture lands, and Jazer with its pasture lands. The word of the Lord.